All right, so I'm starting up front, right?
Yeah.
Get out of the way! Here I come!
Oh boy. Got the Mustang pace car on the dirt in the fog for 30 minutes of mud skipping. Y'all are in for a treat.
Johnny Bell, you the real MVP? Slim Shady, Mr. Bell?
I don't think he's actually here, but yes. He's sort of here. He's here in spirit.
Aye, aye.
Oh. He's trying to microphone in the thing, but nothing came up.
Is that better?
Whoa!
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, buddy.
I figured if I just talked about you enough, you'd realize your mic was muted or something.
Yeah, apparently my son got a hold of it.
Rugrats found the mic. Whoa! Crazy Mustang. Learn to drive Mustang. Dude's a nut.
No lift. Don't lift. Lifting's for squares.
Oh, I was on the
As I
brakes.
almost run
I
the
was
wall.
on the brakes. Screw lifting. I'm going in low from the low. I was on the brakes for that shit. Like, I am not wrecking on turn one. No, 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 no.
I'm wrecking on turn 4.
Yeah, lap 2, okay. I'm all right with that. Just so long as I'm not the guy running from inside to outside on the first turn.
Fair enough.
Oh, that's not how you do it. Or you just
No.
you're just showing
No,
off.
I found that
Look at
slick
the
spot under the
skills.
flag stand
Look
again.
at the skills.
Skills being like, congratulations, you are the laughing stock of iRacing.
You can do it. You can do it all night long.
Why is the car not done shaking? There we go.
Because you're using paddles. Spinner. Chicken dinner. Spinner. I'm winning. I'm winning. Is that the Cheerios car, Mr. Harris? Oh, it's Cheerios. Trust me.
Is it not Cheerios? I honestly did think that was Cheerios.
I thought it was a Cheerios car. It's Cheerios yellow. Gotta be Cheerios.
My boss now and again gives me shit for bringing Cheerios in a Ziploc baggie to work like I'm a 2-year-old. It's
Only
like, I packed those.
2-year-olds only bring the Honey Nut Cheerios. Grown
Well,
adults
yeah, I mean-
bring the regular Cheerios. Good for your heart. I mean, come on. Takes a real man to bring them in to work.
I very rarely actually bring in normal Cheerios. It's usually Honey Nut Cheerios. It's like, ouch, too close to home.
Nailed it! Oh, man! That's priceless. I see you, James. Go ahead and take it. Oh, Honey Nut.
Yup.
Yep. Before I started to put on weight with my, from the insulin with the old diabetes diagnosis, one of my favorite shirts was a Cheerios t-shirt. It's like a kid's medium. Fit me like a glove. walk around showing off my bony ass frame. Be like, hell yeah, check out the muscles. Babes can't resist.
Before I started a cubicle job, I was in a lot better shape. Now I sit on my ass at work, and I come home and I sit on my ass in a virtual race car.
Yep. I used to get a regular skipping regimen. Uh-oh, I heard it. I heard it. There's my chance. Here's my chance. T-bone action coming up. Stay right there. Stay right there. Right there. I missed. Damn, I missed. This thing's so hard to hit a target with.
I think I almost killed Johnny because my car did not react the way it was supposed to.
Oh, bad wheel, bad wheel.
Pushed in way more than I'm used to.
I'm having a little bit more trouble getting the rear end loose than I remember at this track. And when I can get it loose, I'm usually going like, oh shit, not that much. So I'm working too hard to get it loose, and then when it does get loose, I'm like, uh-oh, I got it loose, now I'm in trouble. Just not finding that Zen mode like I was here at Linear last time. The real VIP! Smooth pass from down low. I'm in second!
Fuck yeah!
Bitches!
That's worth a bonus point here.
Ooh! As is my no wall contact, I think, too. It's worth it, though. If I could T-bone Tyler later, I'll be like, yeah, that's bonus point up for me.
The way I've been driving later, you might.
All I gotta do is look at the target. Look where you want to go. Car will follow your eyes.
Yeah, I didn't believe it, but the RSR is almost that easy to drive.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The braking zone is really all that takes, like a little bit of work, but the rest of it, the car drives way better than it should.
Good old Porsche engineering. Good to see that they represented it well. It should be just kind of a driver's car where it's just natural. It should react like a dream.
Yeah.
Slow down. Fuck you, crew chief. I got too close to the yellow cones.
Yeah, my crew chief wasn't real happy with me on Monday night. He was swearing at me every time he was on the radio.
I understand that is one of the cool factors of the crew chief program. Is there's no love for the English gentlemanly language. I went too low. I went too low.
A little bit.
Yes, that's that low section that I went through. That's not a good line, trust me.
It doesn't feel that bad. Maybe it's not fast.
It's not a good line for exit. It's not like uncontrollable, but it's not a good line for exit speed. Especially when there's a car on your outside, the way you were on my outside when I went down that low. Not so bad when you're alone, because you can aim for the outside wall and then gather it up in time. But I was expecting you to be on my outside. I'm like, oh shit, I've just set a collision course. Fix it now.
I don't think I could have thrown the car in much deeper than that. Kept it together. 60 degrees to the driving line.
Whoa!
What's well?
I was pushing you got outside. I was pushing my limit and I got the rear two loose. So the wall was, oh shit, I'm gonna die. Just came out as wall. At that moment where it was straight line throttle, where the rear went crazy. Whoa! Oh wow, that'll freak you out.
What's that?
The auto windshield tear up. I was not ready for that. I wanted to see how dirty I could get it, and it just cleared itself.
I haven't either.
I was having very few places to look through anymore. It was filling up pretty well, but I was kind of enjoying it. It was immersing me in the moment. And I was just curious how bad it would get, but it just cleared itself, so that was good to know. Oh, like it's not showing up on you're not getting dirt on your at all?
I haven't been either.
Oh, mine was filling up.
I haven't been hearing the noises at all though, so I don't know.
That's true, it's going flap, flap, flap a lot. And since it gave me the automatic tear up, I'm not getting splattered anymore. But there hasn't been anybody in front of me. That's the problem. I'm not in front of you guys enough. Got the Rain-X windshield going on. Mud be gone. ShamWow.
I honestly wonder if it's not a function of the high humidity going on today.
I was getting pelted pretty good. Gotcha.
You said that and I looked. I was like, oh shit, are you down there? Because there wasn't any track left.
So I thought I would give a quick reply there. I'm like, yeah, there you go. Hey, I got splattered again. It happens.
I was like, there was like half a car width from me to the wall.
Ooh.
Down on the inside, and I was like, please tell me you're not on my inside.
You're in my dead zone. Dead being, that's both of us, now dead.
Yep. I was so annoyed. I wrote out a fairly lengthy message before, and then when I went to put the wall of text incoming...
Yeah, you told me the wall of text was coming and I didn't get it.
Yeah, I used the cut feature.
Oh no.
And lost it all. I was like,
oh no.
fucker.
That always sucks. That always sucks. I got Australia just hit my windscreen. Like the whole fucking continent of Australia. It's bigger than the tire. It was just from one splat.
That's glorious. I know you're back there somewhere, I just can't see you right now.
That's alright, you'll spin out again. Called it!
You had to say it.
Oh, so do they laugh at you at the Christmas office party for the Honey Nut Cheerios?
if you must know. Not the last Christmas party, but the Christmas party before last, our VP of R&D got like absolutely hammered and was wandering around at like midnight or 1 in the morning when they finally kicked us out of the venue.
How do people still get hammered at the office Christmas party? How does that happen? Everybody knows don't do it, yet it happens.
Because it's fun and the beer is free or cheap.
So sad.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
But he was wandering around after like dancing and shit, like asking asking everybody where his shoes were because he took them off at some point and he couldn't find them.
Oh man.
Yep, it was pretty classic.
It wasn't a Christmas party, or an office Christmas party, but it might as well have been because I lived at the bar of my choosing, and it was a holiday, and it was my fucking bar, and and I was beyond shit-faced plastered, and I was a blackout session that I do not remember. But when I went back the next morning, I should add, to get the old hair of the dog, and the owner filled me in on the day, and I was kicked out because he was worried about me because I was gonna get my ass kicked because I was telling everybody that I loved them.
Oh, brilliant.
I was apparently hugging complete and total strangers. And he went, "It's time to go, Mark." Sent me on the 1.5 block walk home. I see you inside as you.
That's something.
It was perfect. I was in Jackson. I was in Jackson, Michigan, half a block away from the dog track. And at the end of the dog track, at the corner at the end of the dog track, kitty corner was where my bar was. So I could walk home from the bar and literally bounce off the fence to the dog track all the way from a long block. And then there was a short little, like, three-quarter block to get to my actual house, apartment.
I can't drive this thing worth a shit tonight. Just can't. I can't focus. It has to go up in the wall again.
I keep being torn between second and third gear. Neither one really feels right. I think a part of it is it took me a lot of time in previous sessions in the practice to really start to get that aggressive wheel and pedal inputs to get the car to do its thing, to get that extra 1/10 of a second here, to make it feel like I was dirt racing. And I've got more of I'm too conservative and timid because I haven't really popped the cherry on it yet tonight, so it's just not really quite cooking for me. But it's given me a good conservative survival mode, so I'm not disappointed.
Sounds like we need an ASRC Dirt League.
An actual dirt league.
This is kind of it. This is the ground. This is the ground floor beginning of that, really. Thanks to Tyler's initiative.
We're starting off thin. Turns out there's not a lot of dirt left amongst the road guys, but just trying to bridge the gap. We're gonna put road cars on the dirt. It'll be funny.
Well, I think it might benefit from a forum announcement too, like hey, we got a weird thing going on Wednesday nights.
An official forum announcement instead of just my Reddit shit posting.
Yeah, it's a little thing that's like just the iRacing and the private hosted league stuff. A little like, hey, this is weird going on. It's low key right now. Not a lot of activity, but you're into it, come sign up. Free. Have fun.
Try the radicals for a couple laps.
It's not really dirt rally. It's not dirt oval. It's not road dirt. It is totally its own thing.
It is. I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's probably like, you know, going to your town library to go try to find people with toe sucking fetishes or whatever.
Nice.
I mean, realistically.
Now you're talking. That really
Right.
is that really is it though. But I mean, your little summaries and descriptions are perfect because they really drive it home simply and succinctly as to what it really is. There's a benefit to be gained from it, from pedal inputs and control.
If you look hard enough.
And it's an environment where you can just kind of, you know, come out for a little bit. I think the endurance factor would scare most people away from it though. Because dirt, endurance, unlimited repairs, it kind of screams of lack of structure. Which
It totally does.
Kind of the goal, but I think a little bit more structure would be benefit.
I might be able. So the problem is, like, I can't think of a way to, like, I'm a process and structure guy. Like, that is my thing. But I can't figure out how to add structure to this.
It's not an easy task because you've actually developed the structure of it being a
Structureless system.
embracing the fact that this is a hard thing to do a structure thing on because it kind of goes, it's counterintuitive. So let's embrace the lack of structure and build the structure on that. And it's honestly it's perfect, but it doesn't mark it.
No, it doesn't. I'm fully aware of that. And because this is kind of like the funny thing is, like, every now and again I would just go do this anyway on my own. And
well, I really actually like that pedal benefit from it. It's an experience with pedals that you don't get in the other environments, and it builds connection between driver and pedals that actually benefits across different conditions and platforms. You're only using the throttle. Oh man, I'm using the brakes every turn to, like, get the car to do stuff. Get the rear to respond, but I'm the slow guy, so yeah, I guess so. But throttle alone, there's a control factor there that is a lot of people don't know. They're all or nothing.
Yeah. So that's one of the fun things, honestly, about this to me, is you can make the car do just about anything you want to with two of the controls.
Yeah, really.
And you know, you can add or take away rotation in the corner just by using the brake pedal, just by keeping the throttle mounted and fucking with the steering, or you can keep your steering centered and bounce off the throttle. And like, those are all completely viable options to drive the car around the corner in one piece.
Heck yeah. And I can tell right now that I think the last track, I adjusted my brake bias forward because it was more of it didn't respond well to getting the rear out. And I think if I were to move my brake bias further to the back for this one, it would make more sense, because this one responds well, and that's where I'm not getting it out because the front keeps sliding on me when I'm touching the brakes. But I'm doing it out of memory because that's what was working last time I was here. But I made changes to it in that other track.
So
my little brake tap to get the rear loose isn't doing what it was last time.
So if you do, you know what a Scandinavian flick is, yeah?
Not by title, but you're just yank the wheel hard left, kick the rear out, and then put the wheel back straight so you can guide it around.
Basically, yes, exactly.
Sounds like that's the natural steering wheel effort.
Yes, for dirt racing anyway.
Yep.
If you do that and then like midway through that sequence of events, if you give a sharp throttle lift, you should be able to get the back to pivot.
Yep.
Without touching the brakes.
Well, I definitely know how to do it without the brakes, but I like brakes. Most functional pedal on the car.
It's the most highly regulated pedal on the car too.
Yeah, that's true. I will say, as much as I'm using it, I'm doing like just the super lightest, quickest taps to get it to just help orient the balance of the car and pitch it one way or help it. But getting a lot of it is I'm helping it with actually downshifting it to second, getting the high rotation on the rear to lock or overspin to control it as well. But I'm the slow guy, so.
No, everything you're saying is 100% valid for this. It's just then trying to find the rhythm and the right sequence at the precise right moments to do things to make it go around the track a little bit faster, which takes fucking ages. It's really hard to do.
Oh, and it changes with the dirt conditions. You get a couple more cars out here and this track would be so totally different by now. We'd be looking for different lines everywhere.
Yep. And so that's one of the things that I personally enjoy about dirt racing, is it really emphasizes, you know, every driver has their own style, and it's very apparent around the corner. Sorry, James, I didn't see you down there. I have no idea where you're at now. There you are. I totally just settled into the like zoned out rhythm.
I was gonna say, I think that actually hits on my next point is you can't zone out on dirt racing. Maybe you can if you with a certain level of talent, but for me, it's a constant workout because it's a correct over correct, get it right. There's not it's never right. Whereas road racing, you go out, you get it right, you go out and you hit your line, and you can kind of fall asleep doing the same thing. Like you've been around it so many thousand times, you're like, I know this, and there's no change. It's the same thing. I'm going a thousandth of a second faster this time than last time, and there's no change. But here, this is consistent and forever. Every little inch of the turn, you're changing and altering, and whether it's a pedal or a brake or a steering wheel to get what you need in order to get around the track. Not just clean, but good.
Totally agree. The only thing is,
does make it exciting.
Yeah. For me, there's the part of my brain that's talking, and then there's the part of my brain that's driving, and the part of my brain that's driving kind of stays active without me really thinking about it.
I'm getting there.
So
I'm getting there.
That's how I know, like for me with personal cars, it's time to sell the car. Because when I get to the point where I could get in the car, you know, dead tired or whatever, and not remember the drive home.
I used to be the king of the 15-minute nap on the 30-minute drive. That was my forte every night after work.
Yeah. If I'm getting in the car and pushing it and just having fun on my commute and not really paying that much attention to what I'm doing, that's why it was so weird for me this morning. I locked up one of the brakes for a good 3 feet. I was like, oh. Love the smell of tires in the morning.
Oh yeah. Especially when they're not followed by the sound of clang!
Yeah. I must have been, either that tire is underinflated or I must have been actually moving faster than I thought I was, which is not normal for me.
There was never a dull moment driving a Miata as your everyday car.
Every corner is flat out.
Not necessarily flat out, but it was a matter of when you were doing the speed limit, you were having fun. It was still enjoyable, and the car was still alive, even at a low speed limit. Whereas you go down to the Porsche dealer and you jump into the Boxer and you take it for a test drive, and you're doing 150 miles an hour in a 35 mile an hour zone, and you like don't even realize it because you're like, fuck, what the hell? I didn't even get to fourth gear. What the hell? You're like, oh yeah, this thing's just got a load of power. It's like, I was just trying to pass a car. I didn't realize a mile went by. Fuck. I literally told the guy, I'm like, there's no chance in hell. It's never gonna happen because I will go to prison. Cannot do it. So I got a Miata and dropped about 10 grand in aftermarket parts on it. Like, fuck yeah! Now it sounds awesome, it drives awesome. Well, I put it all on brakes and suspension, some wheels and tires.
Solid.
And then I did the intake and exhaust, so it was all opened up, but it was still just the naturally aspirated 2-cylinder, but it was just opened up and just sounded so awesome. It never sounded like you did anything to it to make it sound good. It just breathed so well.
Christ, I forgot I was driving the SRF there for a second.
Oh?
Yeah, hard to believe, I know.
I was thinking it, and I'm like, wow, I want some of what he's on. 5 minutes to check.
No, I was behind both of you, and I was like, oh, I'll throw it in here deep, we'll go low. Yeah, you can't do that with this car. Definitely not a sprint car.
Oh yeah, going to dirt ovals in an actual car that's made for it it's got to be even totally different.
Oh yeah, sprint car is a lot of fun to drive. It is really rewarding, really challenging. It's almost like the Lotus 49 of the actual dirt circuit.
Go ahead, that's you, I'm high. Yeah,
I say that,
you
but
too.
I can actually drive that car, whereas I cannot drive the late mods. I haven't been able to figure out how to drive the mods.
I don't even know what they are by title.
The late models or the modifieds?
Yeah.
Either or.
That's no help to the guy who doesn't know what the titles mean.
the full body cars, I can't drive the full size cars out here. The track feels too small.
Okay, so the full size, that's the ones that look like a stock car, but they're like got a weird tilt to them because they're dirt only.
Yep. They've got that Detroit lean going on.
Yeah. And that one is the modified?
The mods or the late mods or the UMP mods.
Okay.
Yeah, the late models have the scoop on the front.
Yep. What's the difference between the late model and the UMP mod?
It have a lot to do with suspension, and I'm not as familiar with the UMPs because they don't race them around here all that much. But I think their tires are different, and I don't know if they're a spec series or anything like that, but their regs are a little different.
Gotcha. They seem to get a lot of love when they threw them up on the series. They also put out the midget too, right?
Yeah, I haven't bought that. I tested that. That thing's a monster for as small as it is.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, for as tiny as it is, like 600 horsepower, I think.
They got some little non-dirt oval cars that are in the same kind of like, oh my god, that's crazy insane power for a little car.
The Crown Royals and the Road Sprints.
I think, yeah, those are the Crown Royal. That sounds right. You got one's a little smaller than the other one. One looks like it's just missing that wing on top for it to be the sprint, and then the other one does. It looks like a little tiny little go-kart, but it's an insane amount of horsepower on it.
No, that's not the fucking name of it.
So there's Silver Crown.
Royal Crown.
Silver Crown is, or Royal Crown is a liquor.
Comes in a nice purple bag.
Yeah, Silver Crown is the one I was thinking. Hashtag not an alcoholic.
I was totally like, hell yeah! Of course they named it after a liquor. That's good racing.
It's always good racing when there's liquor involved. That's how racing started. Moonshiners.
Heck yeah.
Oh, this kind of racing anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Straight up dirt NASCAR. I don't think we've done enough laps yet.
I haven't. I'm 5 laps down.
Ooh, really?
From you.
I win.
Yeah.
Winner!
I couldn't keep the damn car off the wall tonight.
Ooh, that's a white flag.
That is a white flag. Back.
119 laps.
Oh god, isn't that many laps?
Of awesome.
My 115 laps, and Johnny Bell ran 11 laps more than me. 126 laps.
Ooh, I almost wrecked it coming into pit lane.
That would have sucked.
I would have been okay with that, really. I would have been like, yes! The car's got war wounds on it now, since I failed to T-bone Tyler time and time again.
I didn't realize you were still going for that. I could have made it easy on you.
No, no, no. I never. Gentlemen, I am due to excavate myself from the chair, though.
What? Oh.
I don't know. Enjoyable track time, but I am due to excavate myself from the chair, so I'm going to wave my goodbyes.
Alright, I'll catch it. Hopefully catch you guys on Monday.
Till Monday then. Monday is ages away. You're busy, I take it.
Oh, I'm heading to Mid-Ohio, so hopefully I'll be back by then.
Oh, that's right. Awesome, man. Awesome. Send pics. Post pics.
Yeah, hopefully get some MX-5 picks for you.
Sweet. I look forward to it. Have a good time, man. Have a good time.
Oh wow, I got my parking here. Blindly searching for the light switch on the wall.
Alright, that was pretty good.
Okay.
And there I go.
Oh man. Good shit, guys.
With the Russian job's gonna be.
Oh shit.
Oh, my son is freaking out.
Uh-oh. Just feeling kind of grumpy.
Oh shit, that was. Yeah, I think it's his time to go to bed. He's fighting it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did.
Am I over the wall? Am I stuck on it?
I think
There we go. You're really getting me in the air. Well, that was more fun than it should have been, right?
Well, Skippy's always more